Welcome back, travelers. In today's adventure, we will travel to Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. Due to other plans, we were not able to attend opening day the weekend prior, so we decided to head to Great Adventure for a few hours on Saturday and Sunday morning. Most of the filming was done on Sunday. During our visit, we checked out the safari from base camp, checked out the new stuff around the park, ate at Granny's and Mama Florio's, also checked out Project 2026 and 2027 construction. So come along with us as we explore Six Flags Great Adventure.
Coffee stain on my old passport, smells like stories I can't tell.
Roller back, chasing through the terminal, shoes untied, you're laughing hard. We trade seats for window magic, the clouds stack up like a postcard.
We got a ticket to every road, every ride, every day. Hands up high, let the world spin wide. I'm a runaway heart, you're a fearless smile. From the gate to the gate to the breaking door. Love feels like an amusement park.
The year, they will incubate the eggs for 40 days and then they will rear the offspring. Pretty close view. And posing for your cameras there. They can hold up to 1,000 pounds on their back.
I think that's the drama.
Some more about our llama. They can spit up to 20 feet and they regurgitate their stomach bile. It is pretty smelly and it will stain your clothes. The government intervened and we now see up to 192,000 on ranches and 30,000 in the wild.
Can't hear you.
As you can see, our bison have these horns. Both males and females have these horns. Horns are a little bit different from antlers that you'll learn about on this tour. Horns are attached to their skull, meaning if they lose one, it will not grow back. Got a nice view of them on your right and your left over here. What a treat. Now I can tell they're female because they do not have antlers, which we will see on our male fallow deer as part of our mixed herd later on in the tour. Now fallow deer are originally from Europe and Asia, but they entered as a game species, and now we can find them in North America, South America, Australia, and South Africa. Now you might notice that they have these white spots. Those spots do not fade. In fact, they become more prominent in the summer. You might also notice that there is an all-white female there. She is leucistic, which is a little bit different from albino. She's lacking pigmentation, but she still has these beautiful blue eyes. And it looks like on our left we are getting our first look at our Roosevelt elk. Now Roosevelt elk are named fence over there, so we'll get a really close look at them once we go around the bend. You can see as we're coming up the side, they have those really big ears. That's how we can tell they're African elephants. Their ears are actually shaped like the continent of Africa. You're also getting a pretty good view at her trunk from this angle. Now their trunks are... Unfortunately, elephants are poached for their ivory tusks. Their tusks can grow to be 8 feet long and weigh 100 pounds. Now white rhino are near threatened on the endangered species list. We see about 17,500 left in the wild. If you look at the white rhino, you will see that they have 2 horns. They are also unfortunately poached for these horns. Their horns are made of keratin, just like your fingernails and your hair, so if they're cut off, they will grow back as long as the root is still intact. And now, on your right, we are passing our Asian water buffalo. I know what you're thinking, Asian water buffalo in Africa, but they do need to be within a certain distance of the water.
Look at their horns.
Now, Asian water buffalo have this joint at their ankle called fetlock, and it helps them travel through a couple things. I'll try and do rapid fire the best I can. We do have a lot going on in the same area. So my friends that you see standing up with the white circle around their rear end, those are the ellipsis water buck. Ellipsis due to the elliptical shape of the white ring, and water bucks where we're able to get a lot of our research done on them. Coming up after that, we do see our Bisa oryx. Now, I love the Bisa oryx because they are actually what created the unicorn myth. So if you can see when they're turned to their side, it looks like they have one long horn sticking out. Right. Oh yeah, just felt the first raindrops, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay, we're gonna have so much fun still. Now coming up on our right, we see our reticulated giraffe and our scimitar horned oryx. Now our scimitar horned oryx are the friends up there that kind of look like a toasty marshmallow. They're named for their scimitar-shaped horns. And fun fact, in the year 2000, they were actually thought to be completely extinct. But then in 2016, 25, just have the giraffes down there, guys. Thank you. In the year 2016, 25 were introduced to Chad, and now their populations are up to 600. Now, our reticulated giraffe can grow to be 16 to 18 feet tall. Their legs are about 6 feet long, and their necks are about 7 feet long. And their necks have 7 vertebrae in, just like us. Oh yeah. See a couple little guys in there too. A couple little babies.
I'm not joking.
Now back behind the giraffes, hiding behind the fence, you can see some of our zebra. Now our zebra are not out right now. Our Grant zebra, they're black with white stripes, and their stripes are unique just like our fingerprints. And now we are passing our Savannah Sunset Resort. This is a great opportunity. It's a minimum 2-night stay, and you get so many included things, access to the theme parks, there's restaurants in there, there's spas. You do get to feed our giraffe up to 5 miles away. We'll get to see them later. But I have heard some people say that they wake up in the middle of the night hearing lions. So that's a pretty cool treat. Now we're seeing some more of our friends down here. Once we get past them, I will tell you more about them once we loop around. But now we are entering our... So coming up, we do have our sable antelope and our black buck. Now our sable antelope, now those horns can actually be used to fend off predators as large as Now lions are what we call sexually dimorphic, which means that you can tell the males apart from the females. Our males have these big, beautiful veins around their neck, and they do darken with age. Now our lions are very sleepy. The males can sleep up to 20 hours, and the females can sleep up to 18. The females sleep a little less because they are the primary hunters in the group. So they will go out and have about a 25% success rate. Once they bring back the food, the males will eat first, then the females, and then the cubs. Now, unfortunately, over the past 20 years, our lion population has a few of our males coming up here on your left. Just make sure we keep the child in his seat, please, in the back. Can't be on the end on the left, just needs to be in the seat. Now, coming up on your left and your right, you are going to see some of our Udad. Udad are also known as the Barbary sheep, but they are more closely related to a goat. They're excellent climbers. As you can see, they have these curved horns. Now, males typically have thicker curved horns, so these are our males. That's right. Does anybody know what the smallest bear in the world is? A gummy bear. But no, you're right. These are the smallest bears. Now, more drops. Now, black bears can come in multiple colors. They can come in black, brown, blonde, and a white color. We see a couple hanging out over here. And we see one sleeping over there by the fence. Got his little paws in the fence. Reference to Yogi Bear. If you know Yogi Bear, Lulu Bear, they'll eat everything. They'll go in your picnic basket. So will these guys. So
That's why that one is there.
Because they're out rolling around.
If you look to our right, you're going to see Mama and her cubs. And the ring. Our bears, typically bears would go into hibernation in the winter, but ours do not have to. We do feed them year round. You see a couple bears hanging out in there as well, rolling around. So first you are going to see our mixed herd of fallow deer. Now, unlike our other herd you saw, there are males in this one. So in this herd you will see some males who have those long horns, antlers, excuse me. They're antlers because they shed them off. And these antlers we call palmate because they almost look like the palm of your hand. Now, as we saw in our first herd of deer, we saw a leucistic deer, meaning no pigmentation, lacking pigmentation. And now in this herd, we will see some melanistic, meaning they have excess pigment. So they might be a little bit darker than some of the others. You're going to get a great view of one in the water here coming up on the right. See those antlers? Oh, now he's running away. Also hanging out by the water, we see our common eland. Those are one of our largest antelope. They can be up to 6 feet tall at the shoulder. Now, fun fact about them, while they are very large, when startled, they can jump up to 8.5 feet in the air. They are also one of our slowest antelope. They can run up speeds of about 20-25 miles an hour. We also see some more of our fallow deer hanging out back there. Now, unlike our American black bear, the European brown bear only come in one color, brown. They can come in a lighter shade of brown or a darker shade of brown. Looks like a sleepy little guy back there. Now, usually you might be able to see a cub in here. We have our mama out. Sometimes the cub might be asleep in there. If you look super, super close, you can see a teeny tiny little cub. Teeny tiny little cub. However, they do have a little bit more protein in their diet. So you might notice little brown piles scattered around. That's just a little bit of a protein powder for them. And it looks like we don't have any having a pool party today. But on our right, our bears love to have a pool party in there. They have a bunch of toys in there for enrichment, and they just like to chill. Getting a great view over here on our left. Some sleepy bears, and then we have one following us, and another view over here. It looks like that guy went for a little dip earlier. And we have one going in right now, starting the pool party. It's gonna rain anyway, might as well, right? To see our red kangaroo and our emu here in Didgeridoo Pass. So let's see. So coming up on our right and our left, you see our little guy on our left moving a little slow, creeping along. Now, red kangaroo, they're called red kangaroo, but only our males actually develop that red color. Our females are more of that brownish gray. Our males can grow to be 6 feet tall and have tails that are up to 3 feet long. Now, as you can see, when they jump, let's just keep the children sitting on the lap, please. We'll get a better view as we go around, don't you worry. Thank you. Now, as you can see, as they jump, they keep those legs together. They actually have fused hip bones, so they can't move their legs. Now, mother will be pregnant with a joey for about a month. The joey will be born the size of a lima bean, and will then... So, unlike Bengal tigers, these tigers only come in one color. They come in an orangish color with black stripes. So Siberian tigers can grow to be 13 to 14 feet long and weigh up to 800 pounds. We like to say that they're a triple threat because they can run up to 40 miles an hour. They're great climbers and they are also great swimmers. So in their claws, they have partial webbing, which helps them swim. And we see another one of our llama here on our right. Hopefully avoiding all the llamas. So yak are native to northern China, Asia, and Mongolia. Population is only around 10,000, but we do have over 14 million that are domesticated. So coming up on your left, you're going to get a of Medusa. And then if you look down from Medusa, you are going to see our olive baboons. Now, our olive baboons get their name from their olive. Imagine a troop of 150 baboons coming at you. Kind of crazy. So you might notice that some of them have red butts. Those are our females. So our females might have those red butts, and they like to say the red.
Also part of the off-season work was new concrete was poured in the game portal area and repaint of the boardwalk logo in the same area.
Honestly, you know what Great Adventure needs to do? Put the wall back up and force everybody back in Game Square. Remember the wall that used to preventing you from going into 410? You had to walk around games to get to 410? That's the reason that wall was there. You have no idea where I'm talking to you. So, at the carousel where you can go straight ahead into 410, there used to be a wall there to divert everybody down this way. They need to bring it back. It was one of the best financial things because it pushed everybody into Game Square. People will play games if you push them in. Games is a money maker. These prizes cost like 20 cents. You know, the prizes cost 20 cents and people will play them until they win. You just roll the ball into a hole and it gives you points and the thing moves forward.
Project 2026 is shoreline pier expansion of the boardwalk section of the park. There are 5 new rides in this section, 1 relocated from the lakefront and 4 relocated from Six Flags America. The rides are Super Grand Up, formerly known as Swashbuckler, Barrel of Fun, formerly known as Raging Cajun, Flying Scooters, formerly known as French Quarter Flyers, Flying Wave, formerly known as Flying Wave, and Hypno Twister, formerly known as Steam Whirler. The return of the Flying Wave ride to the parks is something I am rather excited for, as the classic ride had a home in the park until 2007 when it was removed. Project 2027, which is a MAC coaster that will be a launch coaster. None of the true details have been released. It's a purple coaster that's next to Kinderko's spot, leaving the former Golden Kingdom ripe for redevelopment. Also, I would imagine a continued revamp of the boardwalk area for 2027. I know they've announced that there'll be new food locations and new retail.
Park is in a transition, no matter how you look at it. You've got rid of two major rides.
I also feel like I'm also bored because I don't have my daughter with me.
Probably.
She keeps it up too. She keeps up the stuff where I get to go on the little rides and big rides.
Are you staying or?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. You only hit the camera.
Yeah, I'll stay.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't need it?
I don't send my bag either though. Most of the rides they have lockers, right? Or that ride I never seen where you put
Yeah,
it inside
Scoobies.
and get wet.
That concludes the fun adventures, travelers. Until our next adventure, like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification to be notified about our future uploads. Thank you for watching.